Hello, how are you doing? My name is Otto and welcome back to the channel. Let me get straight to the point. If you're looking for a camera monitor with great image quality, bright enough to be able to use it outdoors, and you don't want to spend hundreds of dollars, you need to take a look at this monitor right here. This is the OSee T5 Plus and I've been using it for the past month. I don't like to sugarcoat anything in my videos and this will not be the exception. But as I talk about this device, I really want you to remember one thing. The price of this monitor is only $145 and yet you might be surprised of what it has to offer. Inside the box, besides the monitor, you will get two different types of HDMI cables. They do have a good length. One of them is micro to full size and the other one is mini to full size. If your camera has a full size HDMI port, you will not get that cable right now. But I got an email from OSee saying that they have plans to include the full size HDMI cable in the next months. This is the tilt arm that will allow the monitor to tilt forward or backward, and if you flip it all the way back, the image will also flip around automatically. If for any reason this is not what you want, you can turn it off inside the main menu. The build quality of this tilt arm is good enough and it has a cold shoe mount on one side so you can attach an accessory such as a microphone. And we also get this plastic sunshade, but I feel that this is not something that I would use with this monitor. The OSee T5 Plus is 5.5 inches and it is super lightweight at only 175 grams. Just so you have a better idea, this is lighter than my iPhone 13. The maximum resolution is 4K at 30 frames per second, but it also works with 1080p at 60 frames per second. The color reproduction is really good, and I found that this monitor has the right balance of sharpness, contrast, and saturation. But you're not going to be able to change any of those settings if you need to. I wonder if you have been on that situation where you can't see anything when you use the screen of your camera. I know I have. And perhaps one of the best features of this monitor is that it is quite bright. Budget monitors usually have low brightness, which is going to be fine indoors. But you don't want to use those outdoors. That's a big no for me. The OSee T5 Plus has 1000 nits of brightness. That is actually more than what some premium smartphones have, and this makes the T5 Plus a great monitor to use indoors and outdoors as well. The brightness can be adjusted from 0 to 100% in increments of 10, and I really had no issues when I was using this monitor to take pictures or to film some videos when I was out in the streets. I was concerned about this unit overheating at maximum brightness, but that never happened. As a matter of fact, this monitor barely gets warm after using it for many hours, and I have no idea what the secret is since this doesn't even have a fan. And being fanless has to be great news for us. I mean, who doesn't appreciate a monitor that is completely silent, right? The screen is not touch enabled, so to access and change the settings or the different menus, you need to use this joystick that is on the right side. And because this is the only way to control everything, it does take a bit of time to get used to it. The joystick is a great idea, and I do like to navigate the menus with this instead of using a wheel. But I feel that it would be really nice if OSee could improve the feel or the texture of the joystick, because right now it feels plain and a bit small. A little increase in size and maybe some rubber material at the top will probably make a huge difference. On the left side of the monitor, we have one HDMI port for input, but there is no output port as you can see. In the back, we have the power switch and a battery slot that will take Sony NP-F batteries. But you also have the choice to use Canon LPE6 batteries. One thing that nobody mentions is that this monitor doesn't consume a lot of power. I did test the T5 Plus at full brightness with this medium battery of 4400 milliamps, and this monitor lasted for 5 hours and 50 minutes. That's impressive. Testing the same battery with my Godox monitor just for comparison, it only lasted for 4 hours and a half. On the right side, there is a USB-C port, which is great if you want to use a regular power brick or a power bank to use this monitor. The T5 Plus also has a DC out port next to the HDMI port, and at the bottom of the unit, there is an SD card slot which allows you to upload your lot tables directly to the monitor. You can upload up to 10 of them, but I was not able to test this because it only works with the small capacity SD cards, and all the ones that I have are at least 128 gigabytes. There is also a headphone jack if you want to monitor your audio, and a remote jack which is supposed to be used by the company's technicians. When it comes to the menu system, it is very clean and simple to use, and the interface relies on a system that they call pages. You can have multiple pages, up to 8 different ones, and these are like user profiles where you can add the tools that you want to use from the main list. Different pages means that you can have different combinations, and to go from one to the other, all you need to do is push the joystick to the right or to the left to go to the next or the previous one. The T5 Plus is packed with all the features that you might need. For framing, you can change the aspect ratio, place a center marker, safety markers, and different grid lines. You can also use false color, zebras, waveforms, and also a histogram. Or you can select an option to have multiple scopes at the same time. Focus Assist is also available, and you can change the color and the intensity. And you can even select to have a black and white background when you use the Focus Assist. With the joystick, you can zoom in to 2x or 4x, and panning is possible and easy with the joystick. There are a few cons that I have to mention about this monitor, but as I said in the beginning, the T5 Plus has an amazing low price of $145. First, to tighten the tilt arm, you need to use this screw at the top, and sometimes it feels like it's not tight enough, but I found that using a small screwdriver like this one is better than using my fingers most of the time. Second, it seems to me that the maximum viewing angle is not so great. I mean, if you move away from the monitor, you can still see what's going on, but the colors, they will start to fade away, as you can see. Honestly, I don't think that those are deal breakers, and I feel that this is a great buy if you are a new content creator or if you're looking to buy a monitor that is not expensive. The T5 Plus is also a good choice to have as a backup monitor, but let me know what you think in the comments down below. The link to this product is going to be in the video description. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.